Q&A part 2. Before I get started, I'll quickly introduce myself and then proceed with Q&A part 2. I'm 40 years old. I'm single, no kids, no pets. Back in June, I sold my house and bought this van that I'm living in right now. It's a Class B RV, a Thor Riz 18M. That's the model. That's the name of this RV. The model of the van is a Ram ProMaster 1500. Okay. Top 3 questions from Q&A 1, just in case you didn't watch it, before we start with Q&A 2. Your name, where do you work, where do you live? I will not be disclosing my name for safety and security purposes. Where do you work? For safety and security purposes, I will not be disclosing what I do for a living or where I work. I hope you guys can understand that. And where do you live? I live in Michigan. Q&A part 2, top 3 questions. Let's go. Family, tattoos, and relationships. Family, my parents are still alive. My dad is 67, my mom is 66. I have one brother and one sister. Can you guess where I fall in the line of siblings? Am I the oldest, the middle child, or the youngest? I'll give you a few seconds. No, no, and no. No, I'm joking. I'm the youngest. My sister is the oldest at 46. My brother's the middle child at 45, and I am the youngest at 40. We are all in our 40s. Let's get started with the questions. Oh yeah, relationships. I get the question all the time. Are you in a relationship? Are you opposed to being in one? I'm not in a relationship, and I'm not opposed to being in one. But right now, I'm just working on me. I'm doing me. I'm loving life. I have no desire to date or be in a relationship right now. Although I'm not opposed to being one in the distant future. Right now, I'm good. I'm just doing me. Tattoos. I will discuss one tattoo. And it's this tattoo right here. If you see it right there, it's lilies. See the lilies? And the butterflies, that's all one piece. I got that tattoo after a breakup that I had with my first love. We were high school sweethearts and first love. He was my first love. He was my high school sweetheart. Great guy. Best guy ever, man. And it was mutual, and a mutual split, no hard feelings, and I'll leave it at that. So that's the only tattoo I'll discuss. Let's get into the Q&A, shall we? The questions. Sorry, it's cold and my lips are dry. And I can't find my chapstick. What is the hardest part about van life? I am not going to lie. I do have my places where I sleep during the weekday when I work, and where I sleep on the weekends when I'm off. Those are different spots. But I'm always trying to find new spots to stay, because you don't want to stay in the same places all the time. You just kind of want to mix things up, move differently, move around. So finding places to stay is a bit challenging at times. But I don't care. I don't mind. I love a challenge. I love doing it. This is the life I chose to live. I don't have any regrets. So the hardest part about van life would be finding places to stay. Because I am local, I don't travel. Now, if I traveled, then that wouldn't be an issue. But since I am local and I stay in my home state and I work, and this is my place of where I live instead of a house or an apartment, I would say that the hardest part about van life is just trying to find new places and mix things up. I'm doing okay now, but you know, it'd be nice to just stay in one spot forever. But when you live in a van or a car, you can't. You got to switch it up. You can't put yourself out there. You don't want people in your business like that. So if you could add something to your van to make it easier or more convenient, what would it be? More space. Not storage, but space. The kitchen, I feel like the countertops, the kitchen, I feel like that whole piece is just too big. It's too wide. I don't need that much. It doesn't have to be that wide. It'd be nice to have a smaller kitchen with more open space to walk. Although I'm okay and content with what I have here, I would just like a little more open floor plan. Less space, less storage, more space. Would you ever do a meet and greet? I'm not opposed to it. Right now, I'm still new to van life, trying to figure out things, but in the distant future, I'm not opposed to it. Once I get the hang of it, once I start traveling, start to kind of learn a little bit more, I wouldn't mind. Right now, I'm still in the learning phase, so, but as time goes on, I wouldn't be opposed to a meet and greet. Have you ever been recognized in public from your channel? I have. My only hope is I wasn't awkward or weird. Because when I do go places in public, my mind is just set on doing what I have to do, not thinking of being recognized, because I'm not a big YouTuber. I still have a really small channel. So I just hope that I wasn't weird. But the encounters were pleasant, you know, they were very sweet, very nice, very kind, very supportive. But I just hope I wasn't awkward or anything. So I hope it was an enjoyable experience. Although the experience was brief, I hope that it was enjoyable for the supporter. Have you ever thought about going to these RV rallies? I've never thought about it, although it'd be nice just to go once, just to say that I went and experienced it, and who knows what might come of it. You know, I might meet some really cool people and, you know, really cool traveling buddies. Who knows? Although I'm okay traveling alone, but who knows who you'll meet or who will cross paths and have an impact on your life. You just never know. Will you be doing this long term? Absolutely. Van life is my life. I didn't buy the van for travel or content or anything. I bought it to live in as opposed to a house or an apartment. So absolutely, this is my life. I see you journal on your channel. Do you write your own thoughts in your journal? I talk to God. I talk to him about my worries, my fears, my anxieties, my doubts. I feel better after. That's what I put in my journal. Not all the time, but most of the time. Since living the van life, have you gotten the hang of where to park? Have you gotten the hang of where to park, or just to park in safe places to park overnight? Yep, I've gotten the hang of where to park overnight and places just to park in general. Absolutely. It took me a while, a few months, to kind of watch people, watch the area. Of course, I people watch just to make sure the area is safe. There's not a lot going on. I've had some weird encounters in certain places where I'm like, I'm never going back there again. And I've had some really good experiences and safe experiences to where I'm like, okay, I'll put this on my list of places to stay. So I've gotten the hang of it. Where am I at? Here we go. Do you plan on traveling around the country in your van at some point? Absolutely. You know, starting next May. Well, actually March. I wanted to go to New York in March, but I think there'll still be snow. And I don't want the tires that I have now. I do want bigger tires. I want bigger tires, deeper tread, thicker tires. So I'm going to wait, and hopefully May of next year, I'll be going to New York. I'm actually planning the trip now. I depending on what the weather is like in March, it might be March, but more than likely, if March is not looking too good, it's definitely going to be May. So absolutely, New York, first stop when I take my vacation from work. Have you ever experienced a mice problem in your van? No, and I pray on everything I never experienced it. I am absolutely paralyzing fear, terrorized of mice and rats. Little things that run around. I can't, okay? I don't care how big I am compared to mice. Mice jump. I see them bouncing around and all that. I can't. I literally cannot. I've never had a mice problem, and I hope I never have one. I try to keep my van clean. I try not to keep food, you know, open containers of food around, or open food around, or anything on the floor. Although I know mice are attracted to warm places. If I got to keep this van cold all winter to prevent mice, then so be it. All right. Skincare routine. I really don't have one. Honestly, I guess genetics. When people, you know, growing up, when people have seen my dad when I was in high school and things like that, or out and about, they would think that my dad was my older brother. And I'm just like, no, Dad, don't even think you're all that, okay? You're my dad. He has really good genes and genetics. And, you know, my parents do in general, both my parents. So I'm thinking I just got it from them. I literally use unscented Dove soap on my face and Aveeno lotion. That is it. I don't do anything else. What kind of music do you like? What is your all-time favorite song? I like all music, but my heart is, I love alternative, I love rock, and I love metal. My all-time favorite song is Black and White by Michael Jackson, only because when I was a kid growing up, when my parents would like leave the house, my brother and I would put that song on and turn up the stereo as the stereo as loud as we can. And this back in the day when we had Pioneer speakers. Like, y'all don't know nothing about, okay, the older people, y'all know about Pioneer, but y'all younger people, y'all know nothing about no Pioneer speakers, man. But man, we used to blow that song, shake the walls, and I would sing it, and I thought I was all that because I knew it word for word. Now I can't sing it. Now I don't know all the words. I already answered that. We're almost coming to an end. Do you ever have company in your van? No, I've never had company in my van. Never. Are you considering changing your 2 to 5 year plan? For those of you guys who haven't seen my first Q&A, I talk about having a 2 to 5 year plan to quit my job and travel full time. I'm on track. I'm having a lot of success on my YouTube channel, thanks to my amazing community. You guys are awesome. I really do appreciate and grateful for each and every one of you, and know that I do not take you guys for granted. So because of you guys' engagement and watching and just being awesome supporters, my channel has been really successful. And if my channel continues to be successful, and work continues to be successful, and I can definitely see a scenario where that 2 to 5 year plan could easily turn into a 1 year plan. But as of now, I'm definitely on track, and I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm gonna go ahead and end the Q&A here. I'm sorry if I did not get to your question. I tried my best to answer the top questions, or questions that I saw that a lot of people have been asking on other videos. I will try, like I always do when we have dinner together, to answer some of your questions that I can think of that I've seen in other videos or current videos or anything like that. I will try to answer questions during our dinner time or time together while we eat dinner. I will definitely try to do that. If you've made it this far in the video, I do appreciate you guys sticking around. Thank you again for the wonderful questions that you asked. I really wished I could have gotten to all of your questions, but it was over like 120 some questions. So I picked the top 20. If there is something that I might have forgot that was important to answer, if I see it brought up in another video, I'll try my best to answer it during dinner time. But it is cold. I am hungry. I'm going to make me something to eat and go to bed and prepare for work. So I appreciate you guys more than you know. Thank you so much for your support, your kind words, your positivity, your humor, your advice, all of it. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I literally mean it when I say I have the best community on YouTube. No other community can touch this community. You guys show up and you show out every time I upload a video, and I'm so grateful for that support. So grateful. Trust me, I do not take you guys for granted. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.